It's so hot today, so I'm going to take you with me on my little seaside walk that I do every Sunday and see what we can spot.
Whenever I'm walking along the beach, I try and spot as much nature as possible. I spotted this guy chilling on the rocks, and then when I walked past the rocks, I spotted this guy, Mr. Krabby Patty. I don't think he was having a very good day, to be honest. Does he get a headache from all that being pushed around by the waves? I mean, imagine being that small and you keep getting beaten up by the waves all the time. Poor bloke. Anyway, I did try and get him to do his crab walk, but he weren't really having any of it, to be honest with you. He just ignored me basically, which was a bit disappointing for me because I thought he was going to try running off, but he didn't. I always see tiny little fishes all the way along the shoreline, like these are minuscule. They're like the tip of my finger, they're so small, and all the same size ones kind of stick together, and then like these size ones stick together, and then the bigger ones stick together. That always fascinates me, that does. Why are they like in size groups? And also, the smaller the fish, the closer they are to shore. The bigger the fish, the further away they are. So then I was walking down and I spotted three really big ones here, but I don't think, can you just about make it out there? It looks like a little silver slither there in the middle. Yeah. And then I always walk up to this bit here. There's usually a guy sat in here in peak season. He goes, "Don't walk past the rocks." And I always try and argue. Well, I want to argue with him, but I'm like, oh, right then. But you can walk along that other part of the beach. But to be honest with you, it was too hot today. And when I was walking, look at this. That footprint, the small one, is mine. Look how big that other footprint is. Sorry, is there giants walking along the beach now? Here's some more of these tiddly little fish. These are a little bit bigger than the tiny, tiny ones I showed you just now. And then as I got back down the beach, Mr. Krabby Patty was still there. I think he just wanted to sunbathe today because, yeah, he weren't moving anywhere. I tried to encourage him to go back in the water, and then I saw this crab leg from a bigger crab, and it made me feel sad. Now, cuttlebones, which is the internal shell of a cuttlefish, reminds me of my childhood because my nan used to put them in her bird cages. And this little fella is called a salp, S-A-L-P, salp. We found out what he was called. Some people call them sea gooseberries, actually, believe it or not. As I was walking back up to the pool, I had a childhood memory where I promised myself that I would live somewhere with palm trees. Look who is smashing their childhood goals. That would be me. Then I spotted this little chap here, bobbing his head. I think he was having a little bit of a boogie to the music, to be honest.
So I decided to quit while I was ahead on the buggy, back up to the car. It's too much for me today, and Marley's coming home tonight, so I'm going to go and get ready to meet her. I literally struggled so much with the heat today. It has been insane. However, when I got in my car and I looked at the temperature, today's actually cooler than a lot of the other days have been. I think it's just because there's no breeze at all today, and it just makes it feel so much hotter. But I thought I was a soldier and I had to leave. Was not happening for me today.